So last but not least, the concept we're going to be speaking about is writing SQL select statements. So SQL select statements is basically one of the most fundamental skills for working with databases. Whether you're going to manage users, track login activity, analyze security logs, select is how you basically get your answer. So the select keyword tells the database what columns you want to retrieve from which specific table and pulling usernames and roles from a user table. So basically it's how to talk to other databases in a sense. Why it matters. SQL statements, so it's used, like I said before, it's used to interact with relational databases like MySQL or anything. Retrieve data, you retrieve the data using the select key. You filter it with where, you sort with order, insert new data, update existing data, and then of course delete record. So this retrieves the username. This usually retrieves the username from the role columns from the user table. So so why the SQL is so important basically is without SQL you kind of can't get the answer that you want. Like they're keywords and they kind of help you navigate or easier routes to putting things in different places, putting different information in different places, how to get to certain information. On top of this, basically without SQL, we wouldn't be able to communicate or manage data, any data. Um, you can create and modify tables and relationships with SQL. You could delete outdated or incorrect data, update existing records, which would, of course, be needed in a job like cybersecurity. You can't really, in cybersecurity, you can't secure what you can't see technically. So SQL kind of gives you the kind of a better insight on that. Usually SQL is used by kind of like developers, data analysts, system admins, people of the, you know, that deal with security and data. Knowing how to write it kind of makes kind of someone in that field more versatile, and it makes you very employable within IT fields and everything. It's definitely a must have skill for usually a lot of people working in that field. So again, retrieve data. Why it matters to retrieve data is to analyze, to report, and to search info in a quick fashion. To manage it, why managing data is important because you insert, you update, delete information accurately. Secure systems, of course, controls and monitors users. And it's critical for tech, business, security roles. But once you get a true understanding of SQL select statements and why they make the process easier, then it almost becomes natural. And yeah, that'll be it for explaining SQL.